Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is a continuation and the final episode video of the Asian family dynamic series. This is going to be something that's pretty personal to me, and also something that I've come to realize later in life, and I wanted to share with you guys this specific topic about families, and which is dysfunction in families, like how families are dysfunctional, why they are, and what maybe are possible resolutions to avoid complications in families. And so, just really quick, growing up, I witnessed my whole family like fighting a lot. There was just always a issue somewhere. And, I'll give you one example. When I was younger, I was living with my aunt and her family and my family, and then another aunt and my cousin were living in the same household. There was about like maybe 14 of us. Okay, I might be exaggerating, maybe like 10. But anyway, basically, there was one day where some of the kids got into a fight, and it was a small altercation, but I think that kind of triggered my family, my nuclear family with my aunt's family, and we just ended up moving out, and there was just no I guess there was really no agreement ever made since then. And I think that's kind of started like a chain effect of in my household personally. I've explained in the first episode where my mom and my dad, they don't really have a great relationship, and that kind of affected me long term in my life. Like, it's when I see things in my friendships, like some of my social cues are heightened to where like I feel like maybe a friend might leave me, or a friend might betray me, or get into an argument with me. Like these are things that have been stimulated, I believe, through just my witness with my family. And it's some heavy stuff. I want to get more into it, but I might be able to talk more about my mental issues on my normalizing therapy series, if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, anyway, the family dysfunction, I truly believe that the main and the biggest point, or the starting point of any dysfunction, is miscommunication. And that could be either vocal, or through action, or through intentions. When you miscommunicate something and you don't resolve it then and there, it becomes like a snowball effect of like, why didn't you tell me this earlier, blah blah blah. And then a fight breaks out because someone didn't express their thoughts in the way that it was meant to be, or or maybe something just came out impulsively. Like, there's just so many factors, but I boiled it down to miscommunication, because miscommunication leads to misunderstanding, and misunderstanding leads to differences ultimately. You could see in America we had a two-party system, and it continues to fail us because people I'm not gonna get political or anything. It's a good time to be political, but basically, the fact that people are looking at the elections in so many different ways, it's no longer black and white anymore. I think there's a gray area where people are just like concerned about the nation. And yeah, anyway, I don't know. Family dysfunction starts with miscommunication, and then tying it into the Asian family. I'm gonna be real with y'all. As an Asian American, I definitely see there is a drift when it comes to connecting with one's culture that's not their primary culture, if you will. Like, I'm Asian American, so I consider myself more American than Asian, but I'm grateful enough to be able to expose myself through Asian traits and Asian culture at an early age, and in high school, like all I've just been able to be Asian, and I know friends that are Asian but consider themselves more American and can't speak, their native language. It's just one of those things. I think it's I do truly believe that it could cause a drift in family ties, because maybe your family is brought up a lot differently than how you were brought up by society. Most people follow society more than their families, and I understand that. I truly do, and it's a shame that we don't really have I guess, resources to connect with our families more. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do believe therapy is great. Like, it's one of the best things for someone to turn to if you are going through troubling times in your mind. But having like a family therapy, like bringing your family together, that's something that's not, well, I don't know if it's in other outside of minority families, but in my family, we're super minority, and we don't look for that stuff. Like, we cope with our feelings. We do whatever is necessary for us to continue working, continue making a living for ourselves. So I think there's a lot of factors we can cover on, but I want to say my point is, a family is, family is an organic thing. You can't see your family one way and live your whole life seeing your family the same way you did when you were 6, or 5, and you're 24 and you still treat your family like you're a kid. Like, you can't. I think that's something that some people have to understand, like, especially as adults. A family is there for you. I think, okay, one of the things that helped me get close with my family, or at least like appreciate my family more, was detaching myself and not having a family for a while when I was living on my own independently, only seeing my family twice a year. That was a wake-up call. That was a wake-up call for me personally, and I thought, wow, I only have one family, and the family that I have will come, and this is me speaking biasly as an Asian American, like, I truly believe that this will be the only family I have, because real talk, I think most Vietnamese families, they care about their own families. Like, they have their own worries to worry about. That might not be the case for everybody, but definitely for me, I have to speak truthfully. Like, our family, we look out for ourselves mostly, and it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, unfortunately. But I hope in the future we can change that narrative. Because I do believe that you can create a family everywhere you go. It's the way you treat people. It's the way that you're able to communicate your thoughts with people and lift people up. I do believe there could be a good family a functional family that works. But it's a thing. There's a lot of attention to detail and mindfulness that has to come into play for, I guess, if you will, like a functioning family, like I said earlier. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, and I hope these points make sense in any way for anybody out there watching to really, see your family from another perspective and a different lens. They might, one day you might wake up and the family support that you grew up with is no longer there, and it's a harsh reality. But it's like I think about the friends I've made in my life and how we've drifted apart. A lot of the friends I've made throughout my whole life, and there's just something that I know for a fact. Like, when I have a friend group that feels like a family, I know who I am. I know who I am when I'm myself around an environment that I can express myself fully and wholly. And so, yeah. Anyways, this was the last part of this series. This is the, dysfunctional families. Oh gosh, my dogs. Hey! Shh! No! Shh! So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a comment, give me a thumbs up if you can. I mean, please, you're already watching it. Alright, that was rude, I'm sorry. But it helps with the algorithm. I hope people can watch this and take something out of it, because I do feel like at this moment, especially with the pandemic going on, like, you're gonna be at home a lot, and you're gonna be with your family a lot probably. And if you have roommates, they're basically your family. And try to get along with each other, and make life a little bit less hard than it already is. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.